Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reenu Cherian, and in today's video I kind of wanted to take you guys through my steps on meal prepping. So I'm a person who loves to meal prep. Like Sundays are meal prepping days for me. Like I have to meal prep on Sundays, otherwise it just will not go correctly for like the rest of the week. I'm not someone who usually eats outside a lot. Like for me, I prefer home cooked meals rather than eating outside, and so for me meal prepping is like a big step in like my weekly planning. I usually like meal prep for like 5 days, so like Monday to Friday is like meal prep food, and then like weekends and like probably like Friday night I usually just like, you know, it's more like a wild card that I usually give on like weekends, like either go out or like maybe even cook something at home. But usually like Mondays to Fridays I usually have like, you know, meal prep meals. So yeah, I just wanted to like take you guys through how I meal prep for like an entire week, and just like a couple of recipes that I wanted to share that's, you know, healthy as well as like nourishing for your body. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so for meal prepping I am actually gonna be making 4 dishes. The first one is like a mushroom curry. Then the second one is I kind of want to like meal prep for like tacos that I'm gonna make throughout the week. The third thing I'm making is rainbow rice, which is kind of like a mixed veggie rice that I'm gonna make. The fourth one is a veggie and sausage jumble. So usually all like the meals that I cook is also like, you know, I kind of like cook for like 2 days. So any meal that I create, I make, I usually have it for like either lunch for like 2 days or dinner for like 2 days. So yeah. Also for me, breakfast is something that I do cook, like unless there's like a lot of like cooking involved, it's something that I usually make like on the day. For example, this week I kind of want to make French toast and like a toasted goat's cheese bread with like balsamic vinegar and strawberries. Trust me, that tastes really good. So those will be like things that I kind of like make on the spot. But like lunches and dinner, these are some things that I actually like meal prep in advance. And before we begin, I kind of just wanted to show you my little grocery haul. So starting with a bunch of onions, tomatoes, a carrot, coriander, potatoes. This is the Yukon Gold potato that I like. So yeah, Yukon Gold potatoes, broccoli, bell peppers or capsicum, a pack of mushrooms. I've got like a beef steak. And I mean, again, I'm like a non-vegetarian, but you can actually substitute this meat with anything that you prefer. Also, I have these sausage links. These are like chicken sausage links, and they are in the apple and maple flavor. So this is by the company Amilu, and I've tried like a lot of their sausages and I really love them. They just taste so good, and like, you know, it's not like, I mean, obviously sausages are like heavily processed, but at the same time I feel like this one tastes really good. So yeah, I like this brand for sausages. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the veggie jumble. So the recipe for this is actually pretty simple. It's just chopping up like whichever veggies that you really like, and chopping up these sausages as well, and then putting like spices that you really like, as well as a little bit of salt, and giving it a nice shake and putting it in the air fryer. It's like one of the most simplest things, but it's like it's so good. Like I really love having like a mix of veggies in like my diet every single week, and so this is such a great way to like actually have a lot of like veggies in your diet. So I love this recipe. It's simple, easy, and just like, you know, like it's so fast that you can just like completely get it done like super quickly. So yeah, let's get to that. Okay, so while our veggie sausage jumble is in the air fryer, I'm gonna like kind of prep for the tacos. So the tacos that I usually use is this one. This is by Siete. It's like a grain-free taco shell. This one, I mean, the taste of this taco shell is so good. I mean, you can actually tell by even like the ingredients. It's just like plain ingredients which you can read and understand, and I absolutely love this one. This one's so good. I even use the spice mix for the tacos from the same brand as well. Prepping for this one is actually kind of simple. So for my pico, I just like chop up capsicum or like red bell peppers, green bell peppers, onions and tomatoes, just making like a peak. I prefer like a beef taco, and so I'm just gonna chop up the beef into like small cubes and then like fry it off in like a pan with like my taco seasoning. And so I just like prepped it out that way, and then on the final day I kind of just like, you know, assemble them and put a little cheese and into the oven, and it tastes so good. So that's what I'm gonna do. The veggie jumble is done. Oh my god, this looks so good. Look at that. Yum. Okay, so the mixed veggie jumble along with sausage is completely done. The beef is done, so we have 2 dishes completely done. I have my rainbow rice currently like cooking, and so like the last thing that we're making today is the mushroom curry. It's actually pretty simple, chopping up onions and tomatoes and also the mushrooms, like adding all the spices and the salt, and make sure you have it like really good as a curry. And also to make it a little bit creamy, I add just a little bit of milk so that that creaminess comes out. But yeah, let's get cooking. The mushroom curry is done. It looks so good. Rainbow rice is done. All 4 of my dishes made: the veggie and sausage jumble, the rainbow rice, the mushroom curry, as well as the taco bread. So I just like toasted my bread, and now I'm going to be adding just a little bit of like goat's cheese on both the slices, and I'm using this one. This is the original goat's cheese. It's from Leclerc. So I'm gonna be adding that. I also have some like cut up strawberries which I'm gonna be topping off, and then adding just a little bit of this like balsamic vinegar on top, and this just gives it like a little bit of that salty, like tangy flavor. And trust me, this is like a very simple breakfast, but it's so good and it's so tasty. Like, I love this one. I got my rainbow rice. So this is just like a little bit of like plain yogurt, and also this is like mango pickle, which I like absolutely love. And so yeah, this is my lunch. I also am gonna be like frying up a little bit of like fryums. I don't know if this is more like an Indian thing, because it's like kind of like frying up crisps. So yeah, I'm gonna be frying these up as well, just like a little bit. And yeah, enjoy my lunch. Okay, so I'm basically done with all of my meal prepping and all the cleaning, so I'm so happy about that. And I was also done with it in like 2.5 hours. Usually it takes me about 2 hours, but with filming and everything it took me about like 2 hours. Usually people have this misconception that, you know, meal prepping takes like a very long time, but the reality is it takes just like a little bit of time. And I would rather spend 2 hours to 2.5 hours on a Sunday than have like an hour every single day during the week. So this helps me out a lot, and I don't have to like waste time in just like cooking. And I'm also like slightly lazy during the days, during to like weekdays to like actually cook. So this helps me, and I just absolutely love meal prepping actually. So yeah, anyways, I need a shower and I have to go take one because I'm like super sweaty at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and at least were able to like find some recipes that you love. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.